How we doing, guys? Oliver, you're killing me here. How we doing, Rebel? All right, finally a chance to sit down and relax for a couple minutes. I like it. Chance to sit down and chill out. I want to give everyone a couple of minutes to jump in, and then we will roll. What's up, Rob? Work is impacting my breaking as well. I was so busy yesterday, I forgot to buy into a break that I wanted to buy into. I was very sad. Very sad. I'm rolling. Man, dumb St. Louis weather. Literally, well, we had it happen at 3:30. There was a big clap of thunder, lightning and thunder, and the power flickered. And I was like, all right, you know, that happens sometimes when we have bad storms coming through. And I know we're under a tornado watch until 9 o'clock. So I was like, yeah. And then, so I reset everything, and I'm like, okay, so we're good to go. And so I was waiting patiently for it. 3:58, another big clap of thunder, lightning, and power goes down. I'm like, oh, geez. So I was trying to get to my phone. Uh-oh, some gold. Matt Chapman. I was trying to get my phone so I can say, hey, guys, I'm going to have to push this back a little bit because, you know, the power flickered and everything's not back up yet. And then so then the right about that time, everything started coming back up. And I was like, well, I guess I'll just be late by a minute. Guess I'll just be late by a minute. It's a Facebook group. I mean, you guys get it. Bregman, Ricky, Kim, and Scherzer. It's always very frustrating, though, when those kind of things happen. So if something happens and the power goes down, you know what's going on. A, there probably was a Mike Trout auto. B, the weather outside is kind of ugly. Hold on, let me make sure I'm in a good spot. I am. Pretty good spot. So if you see what looks like an Angels hit and the power goes down, you all know what happened. No, I'm not going to flip them back over since we are just going through all the base cards to pull out the Giants and for you guys to see who is standing on their head, who is sideways, who is right side up. Nick Whitgren. Never heard of you, Nick, out of 2020. Philly specialist, Steve Carlton. If you hear a freight train in the background, you know that there's a tornado coming through. I don't think there's anything imminent. That storm though that passed over was pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. That's good though for the plants. My plants got a good watering. I'm happy about that. I think it stays until 9 o'clock. I think it ends at 9 o'clock. So I think we'll be all right. If I'm wrong, you guys have my address. You can come and see if you can find any free cards floating around. Free cases. There's a bunch of them back here behind me. Jacob deGrom. Some good stuff. Today on eBay we have, what are we doing? I'm running through my last case of, today and tomorrow, my last case of Panini Prism. Which is nice. So we'll see how that does. May not do well. Started off pretty strong, but then it slowed down. What's up, Brian? Yeah, I would. I'd road trip out here. Tomorrow we're gonna go light. So Friday we can do super duper break, which I'm gonna post something today. I gotta get something posted today, and then start working on pricing. I'm gonna break out all the teams for super duper break. Super duper Friday. Yep. It is going to be. See how many people try to claim them today? Well, it's not going to be open to all of them. It's not open to Stellato. Stellato had them in Super Break, and so he cannot have them in Super Duper Break. Because honestly, he would beat all of you to it. I don't know what kind of internet he's running, but he would beat everyone to it. So he had them last time. He had a monstrous break. And so we're gonna spread the wealth, share the love. Yeah, no repeats on the super breaks. And did you see all the stuff he got last time? My goodness. He loaded up. So we'll let somebody else get that love. Michael Brantley, gold. Super duper. I'm running on the dark web. What's super duper gonna be, Dallas? If you don't know super duper by now, you will never, ever, ever know it. And that's a reference to a ginger who sang a song similar to that, just for you. It's a gold. Ah. Gurriel. Gurriel. Gold out of 50. That you saw what Rob wrote. 19 out of 50. Gurriel. It's a 22 caser of jumbo. We're going to break it straight through. All 22 cases straight through. We will have no breaks on Saturday because we are going to do that one start on Friday and then do it for 24 hours. So we're going to spread it out so it breaks for over 24 hours. Oh, it's easy. That's exactly right. White Sox are $5,000. White Sox are $5,000. All the rest of the teams are $5. White Sox are 5,000, and the Phillies are 2,000. All the rest of the teams are $5 each. First come, first served. You get all your teams in 22 cases for $5 plus shipping. Uh-oh. Hold on 1 sec for me, guys. I gotta take this call. Hello. Hello. Yeah, but am I still good now? Okay, let me call you right back. Okay. As always, right in the middle of the call that I needed to take, and my phone died. It's gonna be a fun day. It's gonna be a fun day. There's no dead air. You're looking at baseball cards. Shut up and look at baseball cards. What's the matter with you? My Witt Jr. auto should be here in like 20. Did you get a Witt auto, Jr.? Witt Jr. auto? Where did you get one? Who set that up for you? So I was right in the middle of a call setting up something to have somebody come out because we having some work done, and the phone died. I'll call him back eventually. How about Bob Gibson? Who got you a Bobby Witt Jr. auto? I don't know who that was. I thought you traded that. I thought you traded that. I said that to someone else. I was absolutely certain that there was some deal in place with CL or something. There wasn't a deal in place with CL? Oh, darn it. Well, you have to talk to CL about that. You know, one of two things can happen. Today is one of those days where lots of no big things are going wrong, but you know how you have those days where lots of little things are going wrong? Well, today lots of little things are going wrong. And either A, I can let it put me in a bad mood, or B, I can laugh about it and just accept it for what it is and move on. And I think I'm taking B. Jorge Soler. I think I'm taking B. Because you know what? The little problems are just that. And they are going to happen from time to time. And so we deal with it and we move on. Gave you a Bogarts SP. I'm going to ask you to begin to work on your trading skills, Dallas. I think they're you're coming up a little short. What? The Giants are live with inter-squad baseball right now? I can't believe this. There you go, Red Sox fan. Uh-oh, hold on. What? Are you kidding me? Is it my screen? It is my screen. My screen locked up. I was like, oh, crap. It's going to be one of those days all day long. Ah, well. I got Mark's package today, so I have sitting behind me 55 boxes of Bowman Mojo. 55 boxes. I'm not sure whether or not Mark weighed them. We'll find out when we start opening them. We'll all figure it out really quickly together. And if they're all base cards, then someone will get to boot Mark out of the group, and someone else will get to chastise him first. So that'll be fun for everyone. Fun for everyone. Jacob DeGrom. Oh. JD Davis. Vintage stock. JD Davis. Summer Camp Baseball. Yep. Darn Giants are live too. Man, what a fun day. Yeah, you can if you want. I mean, I don't care who does it. If you know, you cheat the group, you take the beating that you're supposed to take. That's what's supposed to happen, and that's what will happen. I have his address. So Mark took out all my Giants. Mark, you're mean. Why are you so mean, Mark? You're going to make me sing Taylor Swift if you don't quit being mean. Uh-oh, a red. Oh, too bad. If that would have been the red Phillies. If that had been the red Phillies. Look at that. Steve Balboni. When's the last time Steve Balboni was on a Topps card? Oh, man, that's worth some bucks there. That is worth some bucks there. 6 out of 10 red Kansas City Royals with Steve Balboni's return to baseball cards. So, Bart, do you think he really isn't ready for the Giants? Just want to control him? Yes, I think that is exactly what they want, Rob. 100%. He is. If you see this guy play, he is ready now. Oh, good call, Ryan. Good call. Do you think we can do that without getting in trouble? I think we'll try it. and then we'll take a strike. I think there's like a copyright, but we're not monetized, so maybe it won't. I don't know. Since we are not monetizing anything, maybe we won't be. Blue Bob. I think my personal opinion is, Rob, the kid could be the Giants' full-time catcher right now. Will there be a little bit of a curve for him? I do think there will be a little bit of a curve, but I don't think much. I'm being honest. I don't think much. I think the Giants are slow walking it, so they have more control. But still, I don't necessarily... It's not that I don't believe the Giants. I just don't think they're saying everything. But I would not be surprised if you saw them this year. I still would not be. So we'll see. Orlando Cepeda, blue. Zunino for the Rays, black. I think, honestly, I think if it was a full season, Buster would be playing and he would be down in the minors for sure. That's what I think, Rob. I think they, I think they still want to. I believe 32 out of 69, the Giants still have one more year of Buster's contract after this year, I believe. And I think they know that they're not going to really be competitive. And so, kind of let them get some more seasoning until they are competitive. But I think this is a unique year. And I think if they're struggling at the catching position offensively, but in the hunt, I think you're going to see him. That's my opinion. And in the hunt, I think if they're playing around 500 ball, they're going to feel like they're in the hunt, and then I think you see Joey Bart. If whoever they have catching is not Chris Bryant. We're not going to mention Disco McCutcheon except this one time because I've given up on Disco McCutcheon. I'm using a different strategy, and that strategy is pretend like it isn't there, and maybe it'll show up. Pretend like you're never going to hit it, and then maybe you will. So I do think there's a chance that you could see him. I think that Wander Franco is a real possibility. I think that my opinion. And this is just my opinion on it. I think if you have a chance to lock in at a decent price, some update, I think I might. Is he? Okay. So they still have a club option. So to me, that might be when. Really? Another one, huh? Eddie Rosario. What is Eddie? Is Eddie a 16? I hope they didn't waste a 16 on this guy. No, it's not bad at all. Nope, it's 15. I think you could get. Do I think that the Giants could get something decent for Buster? Absolutely. You absolutely. You're not going to see Dominguez anytime soon. 4 years. Unless the guy is the second coming of everything they say he is, 4 years. They will, if it came down to those two, they'll exercise the option. Yeah, but that's what everyone said about Madison Bumgarner. Their new GM has no ties to anything. They should have never let Bumgarner go, especially for the money that he went for. And then, to me, Posey is still his numbers. If you look at his splits between first base and catching, offensively, he is 10 times better when he's on first. I do think he's one of the guys who could play until, I'm not comparing him directly to him, but Frank Robinson was able to play and play well well into his, what, 37, 38-year-old season. I think Buster has that kind of bat. You know? Yeah, he should be playing. He should be playing first. And you know what? Again, you got the Giants have 3 or 4 catchers in their system that they feel like have major league potential. I don't know. I don't know. I would handle things a different way if I were the GM. That's all I'm saying. But there's a reason why I'm opening baseball cards and he's a GM. Don Sutton, black. But in my opinion, I've watched a lot of Joey Bart play. Joey Bart play a lot of games. And you know, I 100% believe he's ready right now. 100% believe he's ready right now. Could take the reins right now. Move Posey to first. Put Brandon Belt out in the outfield. You know, or trade Belt off. You know, I think you might see that too, but I don't think you're going to see Belt come back. I'd be very surprised. I'd be very surprised if you see Brandon Crawford come back after this year. Hey! Jalen Davis. Jalen Davis. I am going to replace the Jalen Davis auto with fake Trout. I got a Shane Bieber. I got a Kim. I've got a Danny Jansen. Do I have any Nolan Ryan 16. So whoever had the Angels now has fake Trout. Fake Trout. If I get another Giants auto, we'll just replace them again. Until they're gone. And then I can't replace them anymore because they're gone. Lou Bob. Angel spot gets fake Trout. Next spot is the Indian spot, and they get Shane Bieber. I almost said Beaver. Bieber. That Ryan's a 16. I wonder what that one's worth. I should try to sell things off instead of letting them hang out. What's Bieber numbered to? I think Bieber's like 50. Oh, I guess he's not. I thought he was. But Kim is like 99. So if there's a giant auto that shows up, we'll drop in. Ooh, that's a good theory. I like that theory. That'd be funny. That would be funny. Did I see somebody has something that has a couple of giants in the buy-sell trade group? Did I see that? I should just buy those. Give me the 2 giants for $30. And hey, somebody go jump over to the buy-sell trade and tell whoever posted that I'll give them $30 break credit for the 2 giants. I don't even know who that was that posted it. Or I'll just wait till I'm done, you know. Somebody trolled me about it? Oh, man. Somebody's going to have to get booted. Who is it? Who is the person that we're about to boot out of the group permanently and block them? Is it someone we like or someone we don't like? That's important. Josie Altuve. Nolan Ryan would go into your personal collection. You know, Rob, I am partial to Giants. Mandy? No. Let me see. Let's see who it was. If Mandy trolls me, I'm going to Florida and I'll deal with her there. It was not Sabah. It wasn't Tyler Lawrence. It was Daniel John, huh? Daniel John. I have to see. No, I don't like everyone. That would be a lie. No one likes everyone. I think Benito Mussolini was a terrible person. I think other people were a terrible person, but if you say their name, then the YouTube police come for you. So, you know, I think Yahtzee was a, you know, any of the Yahtzee people were terrible as well. You know, those kind of people. I think most mass murderers are bad people. I say most, but I can't think of one that was a good guy, so I'm going to say all. All. Keston Black out of 199. And if you're asking me if I like everyone who's in the group, no, I don't. I don't. Some people I keep around because they're entertaining, but they really don't add anything to the group. You know? Some people are my barometer for what kind of a mood I'm in, because I know that if the first thing I want to do when I wake up in the morning when I see a post from them is boot them from the group, then I'm probably grumpy and I need to evaluate my attitude for that day. You know, not Rob, not Brian. Not Zach. You know. Are you? See? So it's not just me. I'm good. I'm just messing with you. If I didn't like somebody, I'd boot them. Tampa Bay Rays. Actually, I'd send them a warning first. And I'd say, hey, you know, I don't really dig what you've been doing lately. If you don't want to be here, it's an easy out. What's up, George? That's what I would do. Justin Upton. That kind of a thing. How come this one fills? Oh, that's why. Got the wrong thing. Somebody needs to buy some, oh, look at that. Willie McCovey Gold. Somebody needs to buy some Panini Prism Day. If you don't, I'm going to lose money on my case of Panini Prism. That would make me sad. I've managed people for years. And that was always one of the ways, one of my barometers. If someone I didn't like, well, there's definitely a card in the back. But it's green. Anthony Rizzo. I could tell what kind of a mood I was in because if they came around and I was ready to fire him, I knew that I was a little testy. So today, now I do the CL thing. Hey, CL, this guy's really getting on my nerves. Well, why are you trying to post another one? So what we got going on this fine Wednesday? Anyone have anything fun? This beautiful, rainy, thunder and lightning. Tornado going to come blow away the break. Wednesday. Carter. Kaboom. Go. Another evening at the pool. Now, see that? Now, that's naughty. I'm taking down your post because you used bad language. Naughty. You know, when people use bad language, it makes me blush. Ryan, you paid your taxes, huh? I'm surprised you're even here. About to go for a bike ride. I don't ride bikes. Whose pool are you going to be hanging out by, Rob? Is it yours, or is it you just going to like jump the neighbor's fence? We don't have a pool, but our neighbors do. And actually, she just sold the house, so I wonder if there's time between the new owners and now, maybe to get in, you know, get in a few barbecues. You know what I'm saying? The new people that are moving in are a retired couple. Oh, apartment, nice. Because they know that in 2030, the Red Sox are going to suck as bad as they suck right now. So what's the point of putting anybody up there? What is the point of putting anybody up there? The Red Sox have the worst farm system in all of baseball. We'll have like a subdivision barbecue at the house. No one can go in, but you know, you can just pee in the pool. That's what we're gonna call it, a pee in the pool party, because it's not our pool. All these guys are upside down. That's weird. Oh, they're right side up again. That's awesome. You know, the neighbors always say, oh, dude, you guys can come use our pool anytime you want. Come on. And I'm like, George, don't believe the MLB Network. Those guys don't know anything about baseball. What on earth does the MLB Network know about baseball? Nothing. I will bet you money on the MLB Network. They're saying that the Dodgers will probably win the World Series. I mean, if you're going to say that, you've got no credibility whatsoever. None. 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 Not a zip, zero, zilch. Ooh, is that another? Darn it. Jordan Luplow. See? That's the thing. They're saying Yankees, and it won't be the Yankees. It will not be the Yankees. I will bet CL's entire baseball card collection, there's some good stuff in there, that it will not be the Yankees. Anybody want to put up their entire collection versus CL's collection that it will not be the Yankees? We can't tell CL, but I know his address. I know when he goes to work, so, you know. Who wants to bet me that it will not be the Yankees? Uh-oh, is this going to be a Munoz autograph? It is. This is like the third one we've had of him. This one's out of 50. I think Munoz, we've had 3 50s and a 25, or 2 50s and a 25. Padres are on the board. I think it was 2 50s and a 25 now with this. Nice. Significant statistics. I don't know what was significant about him. Wait a minute. Are you trying to bet on my side, Ryan? The bet is that it won't be the Yankees. So you would be betting for the Yankees. Did you even pay attention to what the bet was? No, Mark. Oh, Mark. Such a shame. You're on my team. So Ryan is putting up half of his collection, and the other half is half of CL's collection. So it's half of half of Ryan Addison's collection, half of CL's collection, versus whoever wants to pick the Yankees and give up your collection. So Mark, apparently that's him that's willing to put up his collection. That the Yankees will will be in the World Series. I'm not even saying the Yankees win it. I'm just saying be in it. Be in it. Poor deluded Mark. Poor delusional Mark. But, you know, I will say this about you. I don't even know if they're your team. At least you're sticking by them. Gary Carter. He is a 15, I believe. I, too, am sticking by my Giants, but being rational. But if they're at 540 games in, I might become irrational and start pretending like they're going to do something. It's just a heads up. That is just a heads up. Well, I think the Yankees' health, you know. Yankees' health. Reds and so Mark is drunk. So we can all ignore Mark. Everyone ignore Mark. Reds and Royals World Series. Joey Gallo out of 199. Gary Carter was a good player. He was a Giant for a little while, too. That's what I like about Gary Carter. He extended his career just so he could play with the Giants. Jorge Soler, the American League home run leader for this year. If I were the Houston Astros, I would sign back Nolan Ryan. I would say, Nolan, we need you. Maybe. They might be. You guys, again, coming in and saying Giants 4th place team in the division and with the wink doesn't do anything to me because I have no expectations for the Giants. Yeah, he played with the Giants. Matter of fact, I want to... What year? 87 tops? 86 tops? One of those, I think, is an actual... or maybe it's a traded. Of him in a Giants uniform. Yeah, he played for the Giants. Rays and Braves. I think that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable, George. I have no expectations for my Giants this year, so you can say fourth place all you want, but who's going to be more disappointed this year? Me, who has no expectations, or you, a Dodger fan, when they lose again? Then we have to listen to the excuses. Oh, they cheated us. Oh, if it was only 61 games instead of 60. Oh, this, oh, that, oh, the other thing. Well, I'm just like, well, yeah, Giants are going to suck for a few more years. So if anything positive happens, I'm like, hallelujah. And if anything negative happens, you're doomed. That's what's so great about being a fan of a franchise that is in a rebuild, is there's no expectations of anything happening, but a lot on the horizon. A lot on the horizon. I, too, picked the Rays, though, George, but I did not pick the Braves. I am sticking with my prediction, as I said already, of the Dodgers. I do believe the Dodgers are the team to beat the National League. I do. Really? I would take Mookie. If I were the Giants, I would take Mookie. I think he's a hell of a player. Center field? Yeah. Come on. It was probably a good trade for him then. It was probably a good trade for him. Uh-oh. Is it white? Come on. Uh-oh, we got an autograph. Come on. Come on. Adbert Alzolay out of 199. Darn it. Darn it. I'm happy for the Cubs, but I want it to be something else. I would take Mookie. I have no problem with Mookie bets whatsoever. None yet. I have not heard that rumor though. But like I said, my prediction is Rays, Dodgers, and Rays in 6. That's my prediction. If I'm right this year, then I will have been right for 2 years in a row. Yeah, you're right. That's not really an autograph, is it? Unless it stays that way forever, then it is what it is. I hope so too, George. If the Giants don't know that there's multiple copies of the SP, I think I'm rooting for the wrong organization. I think I'm rooting for the wrong organization. This year, it is a good year to be a Houston Astros fan. This year is a good year to be a Houston Astros fan. Because there are absolutely... No one truly expects anything out of them this year because of what's been going on. So if they do anything, if they make the playoffs, people should lose their mind. Ooh, that'd be a nice one for the Yankees. Josh Bell's a good player. He's only on a 1 year, right? Mookie's only on a 1 year. He's a free agent after this year. So he could do whatever he wants. If it were me, the Dodgers are probably going to pay him the most money. But, man, Giants steal him out from underneath them. Heck yeah. Him in center. Mike Yastrzemski in right. And I don't know who in left. Brandon Belt. $15th, what do we have left? 8 days until the baseball season starts. 8 days until baseball starts. 8 days. I like it. 8 days. I'm looking forward to it. Eight days. He's not opting out, right? Mookie's only a free agent this year. I mean, he's a free agent after this year. The Dodgers got him on a 1-year deal, right? I don't think there's a team option, right? Am I wrong on that? I thought this was a 1-year deal, and he's going to be a free agent. I think the Dodgers knew that coming in. Mookie's a stud. I think whoever... I just don't think it's going to be the Red Sox either. Shed Long out of 99. Yeah, so he can't. It's not a matter of opt out. It's a matter of he's a free agent at the end of the year. He'll just be a free agent at the end of the year. Shed Long vintage stock. So there's no opt out. I mean, you know what you're going to get. Maybe. Remember, the Red Sox are trying to stay below the threshold, right? So I don't know. My personal opinion, I think they've written him off. Or someone else will have to go in order for him to come back. Xander will be gone. Justin Dunn. Somebody like that. I just don't think he's going back to Boston. In my opinion. But you can be, you know, I just don't see it. I see Mookie as a $35 million guy, 10 years. You know, I think it's going to take something like that. Someone's going to have to oversign him. Or $40 million a year for 6 years, or you know what I'm saying? It's going to have to be definitely be an oversign. Whoever gets him. Brock Burke. And if he's going to sign with someone in the California, you have to contend with the taxes, so I think you're going to have to overpay. I think you're going to have to pay to help compensate for the fact that they're going to cut 10%, I mean 50% out right now. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite phrase. You guys notice that? You know what I'm saying? I say that a lot. Now it's involuntary. So, you know, that's a problem with signing with a California team. Got to pay them taxes. Yeah, but nobody wants to play with either one of the Florida teams. That'd be a waste. Neither one of them are going to sign anybody that big. Texas, maybe. Put Mookie in Houston. Oh, snap. Put Mookie Betts in Houston. Oh, man. It's rare that a player, though, that is traded away goes back to that team. That's what was so unique about when what's-his-butt signed back with the Yankees. It almost never happens. Almost never happens. There's always some animosity there, some lingering something about being traded that just makes you not go back, you know. Chapman, he took the money. Chapman, more power to him. Oakland A's. Lance McCullers. Willie McCovey. Yeah, he would look good in orange and black. Yeah, A's have a way of... Yeah. I mean, you'd have to be foolish not to consider the A's. I don't know. I honestly, you know, I can have all the thoughts in the world, but, you know, like I said, if it was two completely different teams that no one expected, I'd be like, yeah, you know. Braves would be a good home, yeah, for Mookie, sure. Who's in center field right now for the Braves? Freddie Freeman. Could you imagine him playing with Acuna? Oh, man. And Ozzie Albies? Oh, man. That would be a tandem. Woo! If I were a Braves fan, I'd want that. I'd want Mookie. Who owns the Braves? Is it still Ted Turner, or are they owned by someone else? Puig is whose friend? He's a friend of the Braves, not mine. Thank the Lord the Giants used their common sense. There would have been a fan revolt if they signed Puig. Just saying, oh, okay. Nolan in Detroit. No hits. Nope. Scherzer. An expansion that we talked about this already. Nashville and Las Vegas. Nashville and Las Vegas. If the Nashville team was an AL team, I'd root for them. I'd root for the Nashville team. Upton out of 300. All right, you're gonna flip. Yeah, that put Vegas in the NL. National League West. It makes sense that you put him in the National League West. Flying to Vegas for a Giants game? Yeah, I like Vegas for a Giants game. I was trying to think when you mentioned that the last time we were in Vegas. Man, it's been a long time. Actually, in Vegas itself, it might be 20 years. Isn't that crazy? Jacob deGrom. Bob. That explains a lot. Yes, but Vegas is just a short little trip from San Francisco or LA or Arizona or Colorado. They're right there. It makes sense to put them in the National League. I'm sorry, Zach, you're wrong. And that conversation is now over. When you try to bring in logic and junk, the conversation ends. This is an illogical conversation. Because if you put Vegas in the AL, then I can't fly into Vegas to see a Giants game. Why are you taking that away from me, Zach? I don't know why you want to take that away from me. That is a mean thing to do. I don't. Why would they need to? I don't think they need to. I don't think they're expanding baseball anytime soon anyway. Chad Green. Keep it 3 divisions. The one thing about baseball, it's hard to expand on the playoffs and things, because then you start getting into bad weather. Unless they did something foolish like had one place where they went and played all the you know, the playoff games or something that's nice, like Arizona, but that doesn't make any sense. So it's really hard to extend baseball. It's hard to move baseball back. Ooh, is it a red auto? Woo, red auto. Is it? Oh, look at that. Nice. That's a good one. Red Kim Auto for the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals are red. The card is red. Rookie pitcher. Very nice. 12/25. Last year the Dodgers won the World Series. Add some more value to the card. Very nice. I like it. Congratulations to the Cardinal spot. Anytime you get a red auto, it's a good break. I don't care who the red auto is. The red auto could even be a Dodger, and it would still be a good break. I do think baseball should take on playoff home games. What? Your mom will be home shortly. Let's just wait till mom gets home, and then you'll see. I'll be done with this shortly anyway, and then I'll beat you. I probably shouldn't say that out loud, should I? It's probably bad that I say that I will beat one of my children. Scott Oberg. Nope. Will the Thrill. I think baseball should be 2 divisions, American League, National League. Whoever's on top in each one should play for the World Series and be done with it. You know, baseball could, though, if they were going to expand their roster in all seriousness, I think going back to 148 games or something like that. I mean, not expand the roster, but add more teams on. If you went back to 148 games, you would have less injury. There'd be less fatigue on the players as you got deeper in. And I think you could expand the roster that way, and it would, you know, allow you to do that. Brendan Rodgers. Is a 15. So I'd be in favor of that. I would be in favor, seriously, of going to 148 game schedule. Expand it, then you have more. You have time for the playoffs. More time for the playoffs. You know, but I know it's all about the revenue, and you'd be asking somebody to give up some revenue. We can't have that. Everybody got to get paid. But honestly, I don't blame them. You work hard to become a major leaguer, you know? And so take the money that you get. You never know when your career is going to be over. So more power to you. Marcus Simeon. I'm much more into loyalty than I am the other thing. So, I mean, I would take less to stay with whoever drafted me. All right, guys, let's warm up with some Last Box Mojo. Last Box Tim Lincecum autograph Mojo. Kyle Lewis out of 50. Bryce Harper. Last boxes do matter because we often hit our best hit in the last box. Eliezer, I think I had a package returned for you. So I'm going to have to check and see. So if you were waiting a package that didn't come, I think it came back. I wonder if maybe it went to Michigan. But I'll have to check and see. Anthony. Uh-oh. Boo, Yamaguchi. Or maybe it was, oh, no, wrong thing. Yeah, I think it was you. I'll double check. I didn't get a chance to look hard at it to find out what happened. But that would be my guess with that. Maybe it went to the... And now Garrick has a package that went to the post office and is in post office limbo. If anyone else from the stuff I sent out on Monday, if you check your stuff, if you're not seeing any tracking for it yet, let me know, please. Because I had a package that I mean, I'm sure Garrick's package will show up. They, sometimes they ship without him scanning them, but it's just the idea that that is always a little disconcerting. You know what I'm saying? Lou Trevino. He's a good golfer. He was a good golfer. He was pretty funny on Happy Gilmore. Nickname, of course, was Sweet Lou. You're welcome if you didn't know that. Sweet Lou Trevino. I was trying to think of a third light add-on to that. I could only come up with two. I mean, literally the only part of that was true was Trevino. There's a golfer named Trevino. Domingo Leyba. I just sent some out today as well, so double check in the next day or so to make sure that you have shipping info on those as well. Mike Trout. Biker ride was nice. Oh, nice. Upper 70s, huh? Yeah. Yeah. He's not an actor. Lee Trevino was a great golfer. He's a good stuff. '70s. Carl. So we got an autograph out of the silver pack, which is always nice. Silver pack autos are always good. Got a gold auto, got a red auto, always nice. Lou Bob has been a little quiet this case. That could be a patch auto. It's in an odd place. Come on, patch auto. Come on, reverence auto. Come on, cut sig. Come on, anything that's autographed that's really, really awesome. Let's find out how awesome it is. I think it is an autograph. Oh, it's not. Dang it. That sucks. Why are you there? That doesn't make any sense why you're in the middle of the pack. Why are you in the middle of the pack? They have been at the bottom this entire time. You fooled me, Javier Baez, into believing you were something good. I mean, you're good, but you know what I'm saying. Darn it. It's very disappointing. Out of 300, Kevin Kramer. I am very, very disillusioned now. Disappointing. Topps total. Is that a set? Topps total. I did get boxes of. Did they sell to the general public that what do you call it? The finest. Did that go on sale to the general public, or is that only for 582 members? Because I do have 6 boxes of that. I don't think that's enough to do anything with, but if it goes on sale to the general public, then we might be able to snatch another half dozen and make it a break. And make it a break. I guess we could do it with 6, but it's just not as much fun. It's not as much fun. So who knows anything about that? I know some of you do. Where's Reebok at? Hey, dude, they are doing a raffle for the general public that ends tomorrow. Who's doing a raffle? Topps is doing a raffle? Do you have to just enter the raffle? I will enter the raffle. Last chance. Disco Dave Winfield. Topps is you got to go on the website and put in your name. Thank you, Bryce. I appreciate the knowledge bomb. That's very nice of you to drop some knowledge. Disco Dave Winfield for the San Diego Padres. We have 2 packs left. One of them should be a little patch. And if the other one's fat, then maybe we have a patch auto. So here is a little patch. It's on your account page at the bottom. Okay. I will look I will have my wife and all of my children also for their accounts. Ooh, what is this thing? This is interesting color. Oh, no. Okay, it was behind there, huh? Trevor's story. So what is your story, Trevor? That's what I want to know. What is your story? Will Meyer. Okay, Lubob. What are the Lubobs selling for? Are they about $10 a piece now or something? I'm not gonna put that in there. Last pack. Do we have, how many autos do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one of them was silver pack, so we should have one more. Darn it. Ooh, look at that Mike Trout right there. You think the Mike Trout is the auto? Darn it. That would have been awesome. But it looks like it is a, what is it? It's a black auto. So we have a black auto. They made a, people are getting top solo from, jeez. Yeah, that kind of sucks, George. That, you'd think that wouldn't happen, but. Come on, decent black auto. Gratterall. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. Sheldon Nice out of 199. Oakland A's. Here's a Trout Blue. So again, this is not numbered. It's a step up. And Josie Altuve Black out of 69. 12 out of 69, which again is the last year the Dodgers won the World Series, so add some value to it. They should have had this card black and blue, like he will be. And another Lubob. If I had to put a grade on this one, I would say, oh, okay. I mean, it was all right. Have we had better breaks? Yeah. Have we had worse breaks? Yeah. But I think it was all right. So one black and one blue. So the black is Don Sutton out of 299, and then one blue Mike Trout. One tops now. I think there was more than 135th. I put the other one in the sleeve. 2 of the 2030s. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 base. So Lubob was non-existent. Color and stuff in this break. He was nada. Nada. Gary Carter. I forgot about that red. That was nice having a red. All right, so the other Lubobs, we had 135th and one out of the silver packs that I put in there. Memorabilia, Soler for the Royals, Gallo out of 199 for the Rangers, Marcus Semien for the A's, and Trevor Story for the Colorado Rockies. Patches, Brandon Lau from the Tampa Bay Rays, and Javier Baez from the Cubs. The draft, Paul Goldschmidt for the Cardinals, Cody Bellinger for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman for the Braves, and Kyle Lewis for the... Really? Kyle Lewis for the Mariners, 43 out of 50. No, but not too far off. Not too far off. I mean, you don't have to be too far to get, you know, to recoup, especially with the other teams attached to it. Out of 300, Kevin Kramer and Justin Upton. In the silver packs, non-autos, Matt Chapman gold out of 50. Rizzo is out of 99, and Yamaguchi is 199. For the Major League Materials, Chris Bryant and Keston Hira out of 199. For the out of 99, the Topps vintage stock, I'm sorry, Shed Long for the Mariners and J.D. Davis, both out of 99. 27 and 22 out of 99. The place where we definitely came up short was in color. 2, right? 2, right? I mean, that's pretty low. For the Rays, out of 69, Mike Zunino. Hello? Hey, good, Dale. Hey, can I call you back in just a couple seconds? Appreciate it. And Josie Altuve out of 69 as well. We had the one red, Kansas City Royals, team of the decade, 6 out of 10. SPs, we had no SSPs. Bob Gibson, Chris Bryant, Eddie Rosario, Gary Carter, Brock Burke, Rogers, and Disco Dave Winfield. Still no Disco McCutcheon. We'll put these in some kind of order. Not bad. I mean, not bad. Justin Dunn, base for the Seattle Mariners. Adbert Alzolay for the Cubs out of 199. I traded out the Giants hit that I got of Davis for Fake Trout for the Angels. Gurriel out of 50 for the Blue Jays, gold. Anthony Munoz is out of 50 for the Padres. Out of 199, Sheldon Neese for the Oakland A's. And nice out of 25, rookie Kim for the St. Louis Cardinals. eBay tonight, guys, and then we have... we'll do something tomorrow. I'm going to do something light tomorrow. I think we'll do the... maybe we'll do the other archive retired that I have, so we can be ready for Friday. And I'll get that listed and everything else and posted so we know what's going on with it. Thanks a lot, guys. As always, I appreciate it. I apologize for the all the little goofy issues today. It's just going to be one of those days. Just going to roll with it. You guys have a fantastic rest of your night. If you're not doing anything, come hang out on eBay at 10 with me. See you then.